Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Balancing broadcast here every Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. Technology permitting. If you like my page, then you get notification live, and you can also access the recording after the broadcast, or you can also catch them on YouTube. So, thanks for watching, and to share this with anyone you feel might benefit, and watch any of the previous videos in this. I share information and advice on a particular topic around how you can live and work in a more balanced way and feel less stressed, less overwhelmed, and feel happier about how you're living your life and working. I'm happy to answer any questions either as we go along or pop something and I can come to you, respond there. So my name is Claire Evans and I'm a time management and productivity coach, and I help people into a happier, more fulfilled life. So what I'm touching on in this series is all the different aspects of your life that you may not have time for. You may find that you spend more time in one area over another, but just looking at how you can balance some of these out and take perhaps spending quite so much time on. If you are focusing on one area in particular, and we tend to focus on work primarily, that's where we spend a lot of time, then other areas may start to suffer. So this week I want to look at your relationship or your special relationship and thinking about what your particular relationship, that relationship means to you. It's something that I find that a lot of people are either taking it for granted or they're neglecting it because they're spending too much time at work, or you're both so busy and stressed that you just don't have time for each other. So being able to take a step back every now and then and reassess where you are with your relationship. Are you happy? Are you content with the relationship? Is it to be? Do you feel that your partner supports and understands your wants and needs? Whichever side that's coming, you both need to be able to be in a position to support each other and want to spend time with each other. Or maybe you're hanging on to a past relationship, something else that's going on that you haven't been able to let go of. So it's good to be honest with yourself and with your partner about how good a relationship you really have and what it is that you want. Do you spend as much time with them as you like? I often hear people are, again, because we lead very busy lives. You get home after a busy day at work, you're just sort of rushing through the formalities. Hey, how are you? How was your day? And you're not really getting to spend quality time with each other. You're either just going through the motions or you're so busy to connect and have good conversations. So thinking about spending time with each other in a quality way so that you're not feeling distracted, you're focusing on other things, whether it might be family, children, or just sort of getting housework done, getting the meal cooked, sitting in front of the table. And we tend to spend a lot of time rushing around, and we're busy during the week, and then at weekends there's all the other things that need to be done. So we can take our relationship. And another important part of any relationship is to be able to communicate. So learning how to talk to them, how to communicate what you're feeling when things are going well and when things perhaps are going not so well. And that's a really important part of maintaining a good relationship, is being able to communicate what you're thinking and feeling and knowing that you will get understanding and support from the other person. If you can't tell or able to, or you just don't do it, you can't really expect them to know what's going on or what's going on in your head or what you're thinking about, any more than you can read their mind. So sometimes you need to be able to talk and ask questions and say things. but not in a confrontational or aggressive way. So it's important to have good communication in a relationship. It's also important within relationships to maintain that your sense of self about who you are, what you want, and not just feel that you're part of that as a wife or a mother or as a husband. To be able to have time for yourself to do the things that you want to do, spend time and have time, so that you can really appreciate each other when you are together, and to be able to develop interests both separately, and so you don't want to be tied into constantly doing everything together or being expected to do everything together. So this week is really about looking at your relationship, and if there is something that you would like to change or that you feel needs to change, and what could you do to make a difference. Planning a time in our week or in the month or at weekends to actually have date nights with our partner. Something that a lot of people don't, if when you're sort of taking each other for granted and you know that you're both there all the time, and it just gets cozy and comfortable, but to actually be able to find time to spend quality time with your partner and just go out on a date or have an evening together at home when you're not just collapsed in front of the TV, but you're spending quality thing that you both enjoy, that you don't get time to do. And it's really important that part of that planning that comes into your home life as well as your work life includes spending time with your partner. And it seems really simple and it seems really obvious, but it's something that a lot of people don't really think about. Is, oh yeah, when was the last time that we went away for a weekend together, or we went out for an evening, just the two of us, or just on our own on a date? So think about, if you don't do that already, how you can make that happen, and also make sure that you do sit and have proper conversations, not just that sort of talking around what's going on at home or things that we're doing, chores or shopping with children, but just sort of proper conversations, and really listen to what the other person is saying as well. And not just that, oh, how was your day? And it goes in one ear and out the other, but really listening to what they're saying. Little things tend to make a difference. You need to make gestures go over the top, but just a little care and consideration for each other, and just a little respect is going to go a long way. So doing something without being asked, little gestures, notes, little thoughts of things throughout the day you're thinking of, rather than, can you pick some milk up on the way in? Can you do this? Can you do that? Chores related things. And buying flowers or chocolates is always good, not when it's a birthday, an anniversary, or you feel the need to make a grand gesture. You're single, and make the most of the freedom you've got. Some people are happy not in a relationship, and that's fine too. Take the time to really get to know who you want, what you enjoy doing, so that you can really be yourself as and when you do get into a relationship. Any emotional baggage you might be carrying around with you. And that's also important when you're in a relationship, that you're not bringing in your perception onto other people of particularly your partner, of what else might be going on. And that's, again, where the communication is really important. So this week is about thinking about your important relationship, important person in your life, and what you could do to make a difference, to improve the way that you talk to each other, you relate to each other, or how you spend time with each other. And if arranged a date night, or you haven't arranged a weekend away together, just the two of you, then get that in the diary. I know we're coming up to Christmas, so that's a really high pressure time around relationships and families, and there's lots of pressure going on. So if you can take time out, or perhaps put something in the diary for the new year and you can go away, just the two of you, to relax and really appreciate each other's company. So that is it for this week around relationships. Do get in touch if you would like to discuss anything in particular. Post a comment or ask a question, and I will be looking at the next type of relationships, which are around your family and friends, in next week's session. So do download the quiz, which is on my website, just so you can see how your time habits are. And if you're interested in the life balance wheel, which covers each of these different sections, then just drop me an email or pop something in the comments and I can send that to you. So until next week, take care and have fun.